Well, I guess everybody in the world is feeling the same thing, and it's really no surprise, man. The title of this video, everyone is moving back home in 2024 because rent is just too expensive. And I gotta say, I agree. And mine's going up too, so let's get to it.
I'm ugly crying right now because I have not made any money at all, and unemployment still hasn't paid me, and I've had a couple people interested in taking my apartment, but then they just fell through last second, and I'm like, we're days away from July 1st, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna pay rent.
I look like absolute dog shit right now, but to any other recent grads who tried to move back in with your parents, how's that going? Because I made it 1 month, and the driveway that I'm parked in is not mine.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Midwest Perspective, and if you're new here, welcome aboard. In this video, I want to talk about the seemingly open secret that seems to be developing in Gen Z, and that is just moving back with your parents. Rent is too much, saving is too hard, and the cheat code seems to be either moving back with your parents or just trying to struggle and survive. There's a ton of clips that I found covering this topic, so let's just hop into it.
I'm ugly crying right now because I have not made any money at all, and unemployment still hasn't paid me, and I've had a couple people interested in taking my apartment, but then they just fell through last second, and I'm like, we're days away from July 1st, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna pay rent. I had no idea, and I've had like half of it, and I just won this fucking giveaway, which I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, I won like a travel, so I was like, I can use this for my birthday, because it was just like a travel gift card, and they go, yeah, we can give this to you, or you can pick cash, you can choose your prize. And I'm like,
take the cash. There
was no cash in the giveaway stuff below. Like, it never said anything about cash, and I'm like, wait, what? I was like, how does the cash work? And they're like, we'll just Venmo you. And I'm like, like,
nice.
I literally responded, I was like, you guys don't even know how much, like, you're blessing me right now. Like, this is insane. Like, so I knew I won, and I was like, okay, let's just wait, because, like, you don't know if it's actually going to happen. And they just fucking Venmoed me the money. And I'm like,
oh, nice.
I really needed it. And it just...
That's a cool...
Now I can pay my rent, and I have, like, another month to, like, find a job and figure things out instead of, like, scrambling and being super stressed. It just feels unreal, and it's weird because I just was talking about, like, I had this feeling like I wasn't supposed to leave and sublet. Like, I had a feeling like something was gonna work out. I had no idea what. And this giveaway today, like, I can't even believe it. Like, I'm just so blessed. Unreal.
Saved by a giveaway. That's where we're at nowadays. You've got people who are able to make rent payments because they've lost their job.
Honestly, saved by a little more than that, man. I don't know if you watching this are religious, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. These things don't just happen by chance. She didn't just get saved at random. Somebody's looking out for her. There's someone is looking out for her. And so that's why she was able to do that. I gotta say this, man. Rent is a lot more expensive now than when it was when I first moved out of my parents' place about a little under 10 years ago now, like maybe like 9 years ago. My first apartment was like $600, $700. It was cheap, and it was a piece of junk, but I was able to do it. People have so many things now. I mean, I know when you graduate, you get right to it, and it sucks. You gotta get the hustle on. You gotta get the hustle on. You gotta get off your ass, and you gotta hustle. You gotta have side jobs. Going out with your friends, I skipped out on a lot of that stuff. This is not me from my whole testament, because this is about this video, but I skipped out on a lot of that stuff, man. A lot of missing out, hanging out Friday nights, hanging out Saturday nights, because I was working. I was going from one job to the next. I changed oil. I worked at the freaking women's clothing store in New York and Company. I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. I had 3 jobs at the same time all the time, just juggling them. When one wasn't making enough money, I had to switch it up, get another one. I was delivering mattresses. I had so many jobs. I was hustling. And you know what? I never got, like, put out of my apartment, evicted, nothing like that. Never lost my car. You could call me fortunate. You can say I'm blessed. I am blessed, but there's another thing too. I work my ass off. Everybody's got to do that. Everybody's got to hustle. And I think now people that aren't used to hustling or aren't used to seeing hustling, don't really know about it. She's talking about I don't have a job. McDonald's is always hiring. Burger King is always hiring. You think if I got fired today, I would sit around and cry for 2 seconds? For 2 seconds about losing my job? I'll be at McDonald's tomorrow working in the front of the line. You got to kill the ego. If you need money, you got to kill the ego. I will work. I will freaking deliver pizza. I will pick up garbage. I don't care. I got to get this money. And you can do that and have a hustler's mindset. You can work at McDonald's, create content on the side, do DoorDash deliveries in the evening, hustle all day until you get out of it. You don't have to stay in that. That's just where you have to go temporarily sometimes. So I think a lot of people don't realize that. Anyway, let's keep going.
And won a goddamn giveaway. I don't know how I feel about that. Not for the woman in this video, but just like in general, the idea that people have gotten to a point where they need to win a random giveaway that was normally a travel gift card to then convert to cash. And then you've got the sublet experience, the classic. You've got people who tell you that they want to sublet and they don't, and then it just creates all this pressure and stress.
Right.
But I mean, this is the name of the game. No, this is just reality for some folks. In that you fall on hard times and there's no security cushion. This just screams, having an emergency budget, but some people can't even afford to get to that point. So
more than that. It's more than that.
It is stressful. Even just watching this video and trying to get into this lady's shoes and what she was facing. But don't worry, because let's see the opposite side of the coin. Let's see someone who has a really good support system.
Hi guys, yeah, you read that caption right. Pack with me to move back into my parents' house.
She's creating
I'm
content,
about to be
though.
27, and I never thought I'd be in this position, but it's okay. I moved out of the house when I was 18 to go to college. My parents paid for my school, but since it was my decision to leave, they said that everything else was gonna be on me. And I did it, y'all. I paid my rent, my groceries, any furniture. I joined a sorority that I paid for too, which will explain my addiction to graphic tees. Then I graduated college, got a big girl job, got my own apartment, and was living my best life. I decided to take the opportunity of a lifetime in 2021 and move out from Dallas, Texas to San Diego, California. And it was the best decision of my whole entire life. This is me realizing that I also have way too many sweaters for California. As fun as these past 2 years have been, I've gotten myself into a little bit of trouble financially. And let me just preference by saying that I've never been the best at saving money, but I've always been able to take care of myself. I got a part-time job back in January because finances were getting a little tight, but then ended up being let go from my corporate job back in March. Luckily, because of my serving job, I was able to pay rent, still go to Coachella, and still go to Spain, but I haven't been looking for a job in the process because I honestly don't know if I can go back to corporate America.
Why are you at Coachella? Why are you in Spain? If you can't pay your rent, you don't need to be partying in the Coachella. You don't need to be at Coachella. Your ass need to be at work. Your ass need to be delivering food on one of these delivery apps. You see, that's what I'm talking about, man. People, they're not willing to do it. They're not willing to do it. And that's why people, she's moving back in with her parents. But she was at Coachella. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm... Why are you at Coachella? Why are you in Spain? That money could have been used for your rent. You could have paid your rent. That's what I'm talking about. And so when you watch these things, you feel bad. We can't feel bad for you. We can't feel bad for you. You're not the example of the people that say that rent is too expensive. I have to move back home when you at Coachella. How much did Coachella cost? I know you didn't get it for free. How much Coachella cost? How much does Spain cost? Plane ticket, hotel, food. How much did all that cost? Why are you doing that? Why do you have so many things? Sell that stuff. When I was coming up and I was broke, man, I wore the same pair of shoes, bro. I wore the same 2-3 pairs. I didn't have all these. I buy shoes now because luxury. You know, I got money, I got a little extra money to burn now, so that's why I buy shoes. Half these shoes I have for a while, but I'm just saying, I buy stuff now because I got, more money, more disposable income. But when I didn't, I freaking got the lowest haircut. I shaved it pretty much bald so that I could go 3 weeks without getting a haircut. I wore the same shoes. I wore the same clothes, basic clothes, free t-shirts like the one I'm wearing.
Lease was always ending in July, and my plan was to move back to Dallas. But since I lost my job and I don't really have a source of income and won't serve in Texas, my parents have generously offered their home
Why won't you serve in Texas? Never mind.
while I figured this out. And again, even though it's not where I thought I'd be, I'm trusting God and I'm trusting the universe. And I haven't been home in 9 years, so this might be fun. So here's to the beginning of that journey.
Had us in the first half. Had us in the first half, not gonna lie. I mean, it sounds like a typical kind of scenario. Did everything that you needed to through college. You know, if you're lucky enough to have parents that'll cover tuition, that's awesome. Sometimes room and board, it's on you. But the fact that you had a good corporate job and then decided that, you know, finances were getting tight, had to get a serving job. Yep, that's understandable too.
Right.
Lose the job on the corporate side, that sucks.
That sucks.
But then you went to Spain, and
Right.
then you went to Coachella. You
Right.
know,
Exactly.
it's nice to have people that you can fall back on at the end of the day, right? And unfortunately, for some folks, they're not going to have that. But I think there is a non-zero amount of people in that 20 to 27 range who, if they fall on hard times, will have somebody that they can lean on. You know, I've got that available to me if needed. I don't see a world or a planet where that will ever be the case, but you know, it's brutal out there, and it's kind of interesting to see the difference between people who have that support system and those that definitely don't, because you can very much see it in the videos that we're watching here.
So I'm 25, I have no job, I have no boyfriend, I don't have my own apartment. I'm literally just moved back in with my parents just now, and everything's sad and horrible, right? But then also,
Right.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Oh la la. Oh, king in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
It's not until you're older that you can really appreciate everything that your parents did for you and what they
That's
have.
true. That's
Because
so
you
true.
go into the city, you go into living in your own place, and you realize how garbage everything is. And then you have a new level of appreciation for what your parents have. But at the same time, I think there's a little bit of a trend here, you know? It's a lot of folks that have very good support systems. We'll use that type of verbiage, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to know what this is like for families who already are struggling, and then their kid comes back into the house, and it's just even more stressful, and it's not fun.
They're just using the resources.
It's not the best. But anyway, I'll cut this video shorter this time. Let's see how y'all like it. If you enjoyed it, drop a comment.
Well, I mean, that's just, he said that he hit the nail on the head with the second girl. I don't feel bad for her at all. It's your fault. You shouldn't, if you broke and you don't need to be at Coachella, you don't need to be in Spain, you need to be at work. Talk about him not serving in Dallas. Why? Get a job, bartend, wait tables, do whatever you gotta do, man. And here's the cool thing. The cool thing is this. Now I'll come back. Now let's stay with me here. This is the cool thing. If you are able to go and live with your parents, more power to you, because you have that open door policy. I really don't see a world where I, at my age, would ever go back and live with my parents. But I think I might have the opportunity to do so if I really, really needed to. There's a lot of things that would have to happen for that to happen, though. I would have to be able to absolutely find no job, be able to make no money from selling everything I own. I would sell my couch, I would sell my TV, all these shoes. I got 4 cars, I'd sell all of them except for one. I might even sell that one. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that would need to happen for me to have to do that. This is all I got to say. If you are one of these people and you're dealing with this situation, your parents say come home, that is a good idea. You can go home, you can reset your focus, but you can't make content, talk about a video or cry or talk about how hard life is, and you're moving in just because you got fired from your job. Get your hustle on. That's all I got to say. You got to get the hustle on. It's 2024. We got TikTok. We got YouTube videos. The one you're watching right now. We got DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart. We got, I mean, there's so many things. There's so many things you can do. Gotta get up and do it, man. All right, guys, I'm out of here, man. Leave your comments in the bottom, man. We talk later. Bye.